it worked.
Yay!
Great. Yeah, Finity, I'm so happy to have you today for this interview. It's, let's say, something new I'm trying out, and you're my first very important person. How do you feel about that?
So the V in VIP stands for victim, right?
Ah, yeah, you're right. It was victim.
I'm glad to be here and honored to be your first guest.
Thank you. So, would you want to say something about yourself? I have a few questions later on, but maybe you just quickly introduce yourself.
Sure. So I am Finity. I am part of a gaming group called Reality Skewed Gamers, and we initially started with Star Wars Galaxy of Heroes as our main game, and it still is our main game. We do a couple of other things every now and then, but Swuggo is what brought us all together.
Cool. Yeah, you've got a stream, but we will talk about that later on. Cool. I have prepared a few questions, and I will just go through them and add a little bit here or there. And you are free to skip questions, and you don't need to talk for an hour after each question. We want to have a lively talk. So I will ask something, and then we see where we go from there. Is that okay for you?
Yes.
Actually, I have to say, before we start, it's kind of unusual for me. I'm not used that I'm the one asking the questions. It's usually you asking the questions, or Grande or Ranger. So, yeah, it feels strange somehow.
Do you want me to ask you questions instead? Then you can be your own first guest?
That would be cool. That would be very cool. No. You're my first guest. Okay. So my very first question, when did you come across Star Wars? How old were you?
Oh, it was... So I don't remember the exact age, but it was somewhere around 10 or 12.
Yeah.
So the trilogy had been out for a little while at that time, and I was still kind of young during those days. So so I initially caught it on a replay on TBS.
Cool.
And I remember watching it on TV. I think it was TBS. It may have been TNT, so I'm sorry to whatever network was showing it that day. But it was on TV, and that's when I first saw Star Wars and fell in love with the movies.
So that was the start of a long-term love with the Star Wars universe?
Mm-hmm.
Right
yes,
away?
That was definitely the start.
Cool. Yeah. And you started with the trilogy, the number 4, 5, and 6, right?
So the first movie was actually 5 that I saw.
Yeah.
And then so it was Empire Strikes Back, so I had to actually go back and watch 4, and then saw 5, and then I saw 6 as well.
Oh my god, this is worse than Yoda. You started with 5 even. Cool.
But that's what was on TV.
Yes.
I didn't really have much of a choice.
Yes, I know. So then afterwards, quite some year afterwards, you started to play Star Wars Galaxy of Heroes, right?
Yes.
Back
in November.
November 15?
So November 15 is when the game came out, and
yes.
I looked into the game. I did not download it until January 1st. So it was almost like my New Year's resolution to play this game.
That's really cool, yeah. So you've been playing for quite a while. Can you still remember when you started? For example, what did you struggle with?
The biggest struggle was trying to figure out which characters you were going to level, because you start off with characters like Talia, who at the time is like the greatest character ever. She can attack, she can heal, then she's used for the Savage gear challenge, and it's just like, she is the greatest character ever. And then you start to play, and then you realize she's complete crap. And so figuring out which character I really needed to level up was my biggest struggle.
Yeah, I remember I had her as well, and same experience. I liked her. but I haven't 7-starred her yet.
Neither have I.
Okay, what would you recommend for someone who is new to the game and who has the same struggle now? What could he do to get a better start? Maybe not start to farm Talia like we both did.
So the biggest thing is that now at least there's certain aspects of the game that you know are going to be important. So avoid any kind of distractions. Focus on the main things, like for example your scoundrels, in order to get your credit highs. That will provide you the most impact in the game. And any character that has double usage, so anyone that can help you in arena and help you in ships, like a big star glider who's easy to get up to 7-star, would be someone that I would suggest starting with.
That's great. Thank you. So you've been playing for a while. What do you especially like about the game? Your experience, you just told us you play other games as well. So what do you like about Galaxy of Heroes then?
The thing I like the most is that it actually allows you to kind of play the game however you want. There is an aspect of trying to make sure you get characters for raids and arena and those kind of things. But if you really wanted to make it a collection game, you could just go ahead and try to collect all the characters. If you wanted to try and be in the top of your arena, you can focus on a few characters and go to that min-max type of mode. The different options that it gives all the players, I think, is my favorite part about the game.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. And do you have?
And I do like Pokemoning, so I have to say that.
Okay, noted. Great. Do you have anything that annoys you when you play the game?
The timings of the game. So, like the first shipment, I have to be awake right now at least before 7 a.m. my time. But when daylight savings goes back an hour, I have to be up before 6 a.m. in order to get one of my shipments. And the arena payouts are right at dinner time. So I don't like the set timing aspect of certain things in the game.
So you would suggest that you could change the timing, like your arena payout, for example?
So arena payout is a little bit tricky. I've had a suggestion that I've been working on where it becomes your highest rank over 24 hours is what you get paid out. But in order to do that, you definitely have to reduce the payout that you get, because obviously you can't sustain 500 crystals at rank 1 if everyone on the server is able to get rank 1. So there is going to be some tweaking if that happens. But shipments, I think, is a little bit easier, where instead of having set times, you just get 4 refreshes on your shipments with a 1-hour cooldown. So every hour you can come, refresh your shipments, get the new stuff, and just move on with your day.
Yeah, that would be great. So you obviously thought about that. Okay, I'll move on to the next question. Are you on the dark side or the light side, and why?
So when I started the game, I was all about the Jedi, and I really liked it. But then Loki gave me a lightsaber that was similar to my favorite character, Savage Opress, and so now I'm dark side.
Oh, yes.
The Loki dark saber has changed me.
Thanks, Sir Loki. Nice. Yeah. Do you have Savage? You said he's your best liked character. Do you have him?
Savage is my favorite character in the game.
Yes.
When I first started, I was going for Jedi squads because I like their synergy. But my favorite character overall was Savage Opress, just because he was really good on defense, really good on offense, and only recently did people start to come around to the fact that Savage is awesome.
Yeah. So you had a vision already.
Yes.
How about your arena team? Do you run Savage in arena too?
I ran him very briefly before I switched over to the triple cleanse. So I have kind of the standard Rex Lee, Kenobi, Darth Nihilus, and Chirrut and Baze team right now. For a short while I was still leveling up some of those characters, I used Savage. But no, he is not typically in my arena team. I try to use him as much as I can outside, though, like in Galactic War.
Galactic War mostly.
Right now, yeah. Right now, he's only in there. I am working on a Sith team with the Darth Nihilus lead. I still have to work on a few characters like Count Dooku.
Yeah. Yeah, and what is your arena team right now?
It's the triple cleanse.
Ah,
With,
okay.
Rex lead.
Sorry, you said so. Yeah.
Yeah.
Just for all of us, it's Rex and General Kenobi, Darth
Darth
Nihilus, and
Chirrut,
Chase.
and Phase.
Yeah, yeah. Cool. That's a good team. I'm thinking about building it myself, but I just last week I got General Kenobi, so he needs a bit of attention and like 1,000 Carbantis, I think.
Yes, that sounds about right.
Yeah. Do you have a character that you think is missing in the game, like from the Star Wars stories, books, movies?
So, if I'm doing more for the canon characters, the one that I would like to see that's currently not in the game is a kind of a regular Chewbacca.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not a big fan of the Clone Wars Chewbacca. I would prefer kind of the regular Chewbacca. But in general, in terms of all of the universe, Darth Revan.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yeah, Darth Revan. I've heard that one often mentioned.
Yes.
So there's still hope because I think the community as a whole would love to have Revan.
Mm-hmm. He would probably be the character that most people would spend like $2 million on to get.
Yeah, 2 million. I don't have that money.
You can either get him unlocked at 1 star, or you can spend 2 million and get him to 7 star. That's going to be his price tag.
That's a good idea. Oh yeah. Is there another character you don't like? Like the one I'm talking about the game now, not about movies or canon.
That I don't like that's currently in the game?
Yes, currently in game.
I mean, there's no one I dislike. There's certain characters that obviously could use some boosting, like Kurdistan Underworld Police and Mob Enforcer, but those are kind of generic characters. The one I would say in particular would be Asajj Ventress. She had a big role in like the TV shows, and she's really kind of not a very useful character right now. So she would probably be the one that I would say I dislike only because she's not very useful.
Yeah, I think we need to promote the Night Sisters a little bit.
I'm sure when you have Grande on, he will talk to you about Night Sisters for hours and hours.
Yes, I'm sure. But that's a good idea. And Cup, we all got so used to make jokes about. I think it's a female character, so about her. Yeah, I'm not.
Cup is male.
Is he male? Really?
Mob Enforcer is female.
Mob Enforcer. Okay, so Cup is male. Was never
They're
sure.
Both equally useless. So.
Yeah. If he would be reworked, I think people wouldn't know what to do with all the Cup jokes. So better not rework him.
There's certain jokes that probably wouldn't be appropriate for your questions either. So definitely not.
Okay. Yeah. So one other big aspect of this game is ships, and you have most of the ships probably because you have been playing for quite a while. Do you have a ship that you would like to be promoted or reworked where you think, oh, it's such a pity that that I can't use it as I like, or you expect differently from what you've seen in the movies that it should be a much better ship?
Well, in terms of promotion, I really wish they would give us some way to get the regular Millennium Falcon. It's just sitting there, and I can't get it right now.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So that would be the one that I want to see promoted and actually put into the game somewhere where I can get it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I especially would love if they had Han and Chewie on that, and not Clone Wars Chewie, the real Chewie.
Yes. I am 100% in agreement with you.
Yes, yeah, that would be really nice. And most people haven't even, the other ships you can 4-star them and you can start using them a little bit. But Millennium Falcon, he's just there, not activated. You can't activate him. That's a pity. That's right. But you were saying promotion. Is there any other ship you would like to see reworked?
I mean, I'm still getting used to ships.
Mm.
I don't like the fact that they don't have an end game right now. It's just kind of all collecting and doing ship fleet arena, which I don't think has too much of an impact in the game right now. So I don't know what I would rework until they create more content for it.
Yeah. Yeah, that directly leads to my next questions. What do you think about the latest development, addition, upgrade in the SWOG universe, or what we are expecting to come? What do you think?
So the territory battles look pretty interesting. I'm glad they're doing something that's going to involve guild cooperation. It's going to involve your entire collection, both ships and characters. So I think it has a lot of potential. Obviously, we don't have a lot of details at this point, but based on where it currently is standing, I am enthusiastic about the new territory battles and how it can actually make the game a little bit more interesting than the way it's been lately, which is a little stale.
Yeah, that's true. A lot of people, especially the ones that have been playing for a very long time, seem to be bored.
Mm-hmm. That's a nice way of putting it, yes.
Yeah. Okay, on a scale of 1 to 10, with 10 being the best and 1 being the worst, how much do you like the game currently?
Since Territory Battles is not out yet, I would put it somewhere around a 4.
A 4, okay. But you expect with the new content to go it up a little, don't you?
It would go up probably to a 6. I have a hard time going beyond that simply because of the time investment that this really needs, and because of the arena scheduling and those kind of things. It makes this game a little bit less enjoyable for me. So for me, it would be somewhere around a 6 after Territory Battles, depending on how good it is. But a 4 right now.
What do you mean when you say arena?
So it's the timing aspect.
Okay, the timing.
It's around dinner time.
Yeah, okay.
If you're going to make a run in arena, it's a 10-minute cooldown between attacks.
Yeah.
And
yes,
you have 5 attacks. And right now, pretty much any team will fall on defense. There's not much that holds on defense at all. So you also have to use all 5 attacks, maybe a refresh. So you almost have to set aside 45 minutes in order to do your arena.
Yeah,
that's a lot
true.
of time to put into the game, especially around that time. So
yeah, that's true. If you could add one thing to the game, what would it be?
Darth Revan.
Yes, Darth Revan. That's nice. Okay, are there any things you would that should stay the same? Like if you take them out of the game, you wouldn't like it so much. So things you love actually.
That's interesting. The thing that I like that I wouldn't want to remove from the game. So it would probably be Galactic War, although I wouldn't necessarily mind the modification to it, but I don't think they should remove Galactic War from the game. Because it really does test your collection, and it's supposed to be hard. I wish it wasn't 12 nodes. If they could somehow cut it down to maybe 9 nodes, something like that, and kind of keep a similar formula, but Galactic War is something that I really do like in this game because it'll let you test out different squads as well. So.
Yeah, it would be a cool idea to have it for ships as well. To test your squads.
Yeah.
Just not as many nodes, of course, because then we have got another time problem. Good. So, some other questions. What do you do in real life and where are you now? Have a look outside the window and give us a hint. So I don't want to know details. I just kind of our audience wants to have an impression.
So I am currently in my room.
Yeah.
Because I am an IT project manager that works out of the home.
Yeah.
And if I look outside my window, I see other houses. Because I am in a community of houses.
Nice. Do you have any hobbies besides playing Galaxy of Heroes?
So I do like playing other games,
Mm-hmm.
such as Diablo 3.
Mm-hmm.
And in terms of non-gaming, I like doing archery. So I still need to buy myself my first actual bow. I usually use the rental whenever I go
Oh,
to the range here.
that's
But
nice. Yeah,
I like archery.
you could use like paintballs
Paintballs?
with archery. Joking.
I could stick one at the end of an arrow and try to fire it at someone. I'm not sure it's going to be very useful.
I'm just thinking of the joke with the, I don't know if you've seen the meme, the joke about the stormtroopers after a paintball battle and they are all white still.
Oh yeah. Yes.
Don't know why, but this came to my mind just now. Yeah, your friends, partner, family, do they accept your devotion to Star Wars?
I am single, so yes, I accept myself for myself.
You accept yourself. That's the best answer. That's great. Yeah, do you collect any Star Wars collectibles? Like, we already heard that you have this super cool saber. I'm really jelly you have that. Yeah. Do you
So
have...
I collect random things. I don't have like a specific collection. But currently, just on my desk right now, I have Funko Pop, Thrawn, Chirrut, and Poe. I have a BB-8 kind of cup type thing, and I also have a Wicket plushie. So yes, I do collect things. It's just not like a full collection of anything.
Yeah.
Just random things that I
You
like.
already have got Wicket. See, we still need to wait for him. Hopefully.
Yeah. Well, my Wicket plushie is happy, and he's been saying "yub nub" on my desk for the last week. So.
Yeah, he will get some friends very soon. We hope.
Yep, nub.
So, what's your next project?
You mean in game?
Yeah,
or
in game, or with a
in-game?
reality Screwed Gamers.
So my next project in game. So my last one was to get all of my characters to level 50, so I can put mods on them. My next one is to get all of the characters that I can to 7-star. So I'm essentially doing all of hard nodes now. So I'm trying to get as many characters up to the 7 stars as I can as a free-to-play player. So that's kind of a fun challenge.
Yes, it's a fun challenge. And one day you will be hopefully at 100.
Oh, I really hope not.
Yeah.
I'll be honest, if a free-to-play player is able to get to all 7-star characters, that will piss off every single pay-to-play character, and I would support them 100% in their pissed offness.
Yes. Yeah. That's great. So we learned quite a lot about you and the game. That is very nice that you were my first, how did we say, victim at the beginning?
Yes.
Thank you very much. Would you like to tell us where the audience can find you?
Sure. So if you go on YouTube and look for Reality Skewed Gamers, that will be our group. And if you go to any of our videos, you'll see a link to the RSG Discord, and you'll be able to find me on there. I am Finity on the Discord. Plus, you'll see me in a bunch of different videos on the site too. So make sure you check those out and subscribe to our channel. And yeah, you will see me also trolling in the chats in our live streams. So Wednesday at 8 p.m. Eastern is when we have our Swuggo live streams, and I'll be trolling there, as well as Saturday mornings at 8 a.m. Eastern time, which is when we have Darth Bella along with RSG, Warrior, Loki, Mike Hunt, and Ramon Azab from the Alliance, and I'll be trolling in the chat then as well.
That's very nice. Thank you very much.
Thank you for having me, Darth Bella.
You're welcome.